Human hair was the best thing to use. Where did I get the hair, you wonder? I love anime, and I was very happy to see that you all like it too. So by your command, I kitbashed the Nameless Monster from the classic anime Monster.
Munch, munch. Chomp, chomp. Gobble, gobble. Gulp.
Let's make his body. Using aluminum foil, I created a sort of bean shape, or thumb shape I should say. Oven-baked clay is what I use next, but you can use any type you want. Even mud. I carefully made the little hands. This was the most difficult part, cause, you know, hands are really hard. Right, Kowai? What wasn't difficult was his shoes, because they were just gobs of clay eye-shaped to a point. I was shooting for elf shoes, and I was thinking, good enough. Okay, let's make the head, which was made the same way as the body, but we had to add some iconic features, like his Adrian Brody style big nose.
Isn't it obvious?
The signature smile was cut in as well, but more on that in a second. I cut the eyes in, but they didn't cooperate very well, so they ended up too big. But once again, good enough. With his face done and baked, I added some black clay to fill out his eyes and mouth. Next I cut out little shark teeth, and this reminded me of the Tetsaiga, which was from my first anime love, Inuyasha.
Continue to change, but I'm not worried about the future. I'm going to spend every day with Inuyasha, no matter what. Now I know the two of us will be together as we head toward tomorrow.
Sorry about that. I added the teeth to the mouth and it was finished. I made his little hat next, but more on that later. I wanted to make a base for him, and this poker chip will be perfect. But we're not going to use this one because it's actually from Cowboy Bebop. I sanded it, drilled it, stuck a stick in it, and finally glued the fully baked body on it. I fit tested his head, but I didn't glue it on just yet because we have one small little problem.
Good grief, he's naked!
To make his little dressings, my go-to method is tissue plus Mod Podge. In my opinion, it's the easiest way to imitate cloth for miniatures. To get started, I used this egg as a form because it was pretty close to the right shape. I laid some foil down, then came the glue action, followed quickly by the tissues. I needed it thick or else it would have fallen apart and made me cry. Once fully dry, this is what it looks like. A tissue caked in snot. Gross. I removed it from the mold and placed it over the body and tweaked it just a bit to fit the way I wanted it to. I also added some invisible patches, but yeah, can't see them. Quickly moving on, I did the same thing with the hat because it's also cloth and I wanted it to match the dress. Back to said dress. Once dried, I removed it for painting, which is next. This is a green boy, so I used a nice dark green, and I tried not to hit his eyes and teeth, but my shaky hand did mess up a bit. But it was easily fixed. After the green, I painted his cute little elf shoes a nice chocolate brown. Next, I gave the base a black coat using Death Note black. For his dressing, purple was the color. But the patches, however, were painted some exciting browns. And that's how I ended painting. Let's move on. Let's dress this naked goblin. With him decent, we need to address that Steve Harvey level of baldness. Human hair was the best thing to use, but where did I get the hair, you wonder? Well, boring answer, it's mine, of course. It's butt hair. I know it looks terrible, and adding the hat barely helped, but good enough. Next I gave him a nice bow tie so his dressings wouldn't fall down while he munched, and he was done. Right? No, because this wouldn't be a kitbash video without me forgetting something very important, like his tail. Fortunately, we can play pin the tail on the goblin and quickly fix my misdeed. Okay, now he's done. Roll those beauty shots.
Huh?
This was a very fun little build and I really like how it came out. I'm no expert at sculpting, but I think I'm decent enough to pull off something like the Nameless Monster. If you haven't seen Monster the anime, I somewhat recommend it. The best and probably the most popular thing to come from it is the Nameless Monster story.
All his servants. Munch, munch. Chomp, chomp. Gobble, gobble. Gulp.
I really like making things from anime, but I don't do it very often. I'll put a poll up on my community tab and you guys can vote on it. I hope you liked the video, and as always, I thank you for watching. Be kind, rewind, and I'll see you in the next one. Later!